Oblivion. Oblivion Remastered. Let me get my pop filter on. Come here. Something that had been leaked, and leaked, teased, and then leaked again like a creaky bathroom toilet in my local pub. I don't actually go to the pub, so I have no idea if that's true, but it dropped, and everybody is loving it. Well, nearly everyone. While I've got heaps of content on it in the making, I had to stop myself and ask the question, is Oblivion enough? For many people, the issues with Bethesda started with Fallout 4. The critical thinking of how Bethesda writes its games and makes its games began there. Sure, in the past people called it charm, and you'll see that people will use that same thing with Oblivion when it glitches.
You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
But those same people, and the same reason, isn't used, isn't ported over to 4 or subsequently any other game pushed out thereafter. I don't have to tell you everything that went down with Bethesda. There's videos out there that do a far better job than I ever could. However, it's not a far cry to say that for the last 6 years, they've not had the best track record. From people not liking the watered-down RPG elements of 4, to the horrible launch of 76, to the ESO community eating itself alive in current days, the Duffel Kerfuffle, the Nuka-Cover Dark Rum drama, the moldy helmets, and then finally the Magnum Starfield. A lot of people, newer to the channel, like to call me a shill because I defend the Fallout TV show, but what those people don't know is I've been very critical of Starfield. I defend Bethesda when they do good, but I will also point out the bad. Nothing can grow if not nurtured properly. And while I'm in no position to tell Bethesda what to do, I can express my love for their games and their content and the world they make through various forms. I love Bethesda games. It never comes from a place of being a zealot fan or an outright hater. I just want them to do good again. And to me it looks like they have. Todd couldn't remaster Skyrim for the 20th time, so instead dropped a classic, Oblivion. Now that it's taken over the internet, it couldn't have dropped at a better time. Their PR team have handled everything exceedingly well, even to the point of giving the Sky Oblivion mod team keys to the game. But is it enough? For what feels like the last 6 years, Bethesda has been stumbling around in the dark, trying to find the light switch. On the floor. Look, Oblivion is a game from a better time where, despite it being the game that pushed microtransactions with the horse armor, the premise of the game was that, to make a game. A concrete story from start to finish, with a world that's not only fully fleshed out, but actively lived in. Skyrim and Starfield have these huge issues. Skyrim and Starfield both have this huge issue where Skyrim and Starfield have this huge issue of where NPCs just walk around, look at the wall, maybe chew some grass. But Oblivion? Oh, it feels alive. The first inn I walked into had NPCs chatting away like an actual inn would.
Hi.
Hello. What's new with you?
I heard there were some goblins around here
Still
recently.
news out of Elsewell since everybody vanished.
Strange
Strange business.
Many of the
There's no mistake in it. Oblivion is objectively the better RPG when compared with Skyrim. A lot of people are also coming to this realization, even Ethan on Everything, and that guy has some really wild takes. And with the rumored Fallout 3 remaster looking ever more likely to be on the horizon, it'd be a great time to drop that, with the season 2 of the show by the way. Perhaps they're finally finding that light switch. They're looking on the wall now. But again, is it enough? Is it enough for people to move on from their anger towards the studio? Or, more to the point, their disappointment? Have Bethesda finally earned some goodwill back? Well, according to some of my comments, no. But in my eyes, yes. I'm once again hopeful for the future of this studio, as even Todd himself seemingly recognizes the importance of Oblivion.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Look, nothing can ever improve if all you do is look back at its past and shake your head. If you don't have faith in the studio, fine. I'm not going to argue with your personal beliefs, and I can understand where you're coming from. But this This was a good move from them. My only hope is they take the right lessons from this, and not the wrong ones. Let's not remaster all our old games. Let's just take what made the old games good, and use them in the newer games. Anyway, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Hopefully this video gets more views than the Power Armor video did, because, oof. Anyway, see you all later. Nitty out.